rumors on the internet that this negotiated plea, that we are soon going to see him as a star witness in the YSL case. What can you tell people there?
Anybody that says that's a liar. We all just went to court today, clear as day. There is no cooperation in the YSL case. He will not be testifying in that case. Anybody wants to subpoena him, we'll file a subpoena to quash that subpoena. He wants nothing to do with that case. He's made that clear for 3.5 years. He has said he knows nothing and he will not participate in that case, and he's steadfast, and through 3 weeks of jury.
Show your face! Show your face, please! With sugar on top!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, so if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, news have finally broke out about YFN Lucci and the charges he has been hit with, as it seems like things will actually pan out in his favor. Honestly, I thought he was done, but like I always tell y'all, never underestimate the power of being a celebrity, because it seems like they always escape some crazy charges some way, somehow. I don't know if they got like rapper immunity or something. I don't know. Now, if y'all remember correctly, back in 2021, YFN Lucci and 12 others was arrested and indicted after law enforcement would tie them into a RICO, claiming Lucci and others committed multiple crimes to protect and enhance the gang's reputation to gain and maintain control of Atlanta territory. Within those charges, YFN Lucci faced felony M charges as well, after he was accused of being the driver during a gang-related drive-by shooting that left a man deceased back in December of 2020. That man was 28-year-old James Adams. This is the same man that allegedly YFN Lucci and affiliates would get in the car with to spin on their ops, but during the drive-by, he was allegedly shot as they tried to slide. Allegedly, YFN Lucci would drive off and they kicked James' body out of the car while he was still alive in the middle of the street, according to witnesses. James Adams would be there until medics came, but as he was taken to the hospital, James was already pronounced deceased. Now fast forward to today, Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024, after everybody counted YFN Lucci out, it seems like he would get a break in his case, and according to a Twitter profile under the handle Michael Seaton from WSB-TV, he would say, quote, "Breaking. YFN Lucci would serve about 3.5 months in jail, and then he will be released and the rest of his sentence on probation." Now I'm assuming when they say 3.5, it really means 3.5 months. But reports say that Lucci pleaded guilty to one count of violation of Georgia Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. He had been charged with racketeering, violating the state's anti-gang law, felony M, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. However, in another tweet by Michael Seaton, he would say, quote, "Prosecutors told the judge that Bennett was the driver and did not fire the deadly shot." Now when they say Bennett, they're referring to YFN Lucci's last name. So all the other charges didn't stick. Before his involvement in that situation, he would plead guilty to 20 years in prison with credit for time served. Now, part of his plea deal, he has to do 10 years in prison, with the other 10 allowed to be done on probation. However, some people may be confused as to why Michael Seaton would say that he'll be out in the next 3.5 months, but Michael would tweet, quote, "Prosecutors have already agreed to not fight his release, so his defense team is very confident that he will be released early from prison." Now when they say early, I don't know how early they can get because they already said that he had 20, but he's serving 10 and was able to do 10 on probation. Now I don't know if they're kind of like separating the 10, meaning that he'll probably be able to get out early with the 10 and then serve the rest on probation. Who knows? But he would then tweet another tweet saying, quote, "Simply put, YFN Lucci will be released in 3.5 months. Now, part of Lucci's plea deal, he may not have any contact with his co-defendants or anyone connected to criminal street gangs. Now, the state agreed not to object to any attempt by Lucci to receive parole when he is eligible. However, the Fulton County judge will need to approve Bennett's sentence and could reject the prosecution's recommendation. Now, here's the thing. We're now in 2024. He already served around 3 years, which means he will have 7 more to complete a total of 10 years. But let's be real. YFN Lucci is not doing no whole 10 years, y'all. I don't know if he'll be released within 3.5 months like Michael Seaton is alleging. Maybe he knows something that we don't. But I wouldn't put it past him neither. Now, maybe due to good time and programs and stuff like that, or whatever laws change, I'm more than sure he's not going to do the whole 10 or whatever. Now, when it comes to the other 10 years on probation, that's the iffy part. It's easy for us to say what we would or wouldn't do if it was us, where most people would say that they wouldn't take 10 years on probation. Because, you know, it is tricky. It is a little slippery slope. Any little thing could get you in trouble. But let's be real. If you had a chance to stay in or out of jail, what would you do? 10 years on probation is a bit crazy because it's like a setup. When you're on probation, technically you're still locked up. You just not in jail. You have to contact your PO, which is your probation officer, for every little thing you do. And if you violate any of your probation stipulations, then they are obligated to send you right back to jail. Meaning you have to watch who you are around, who you associate yourself with, whether you know they are part of anything or not. You are held liable to not be around that person. Now you have to also ask your PO for permission to go certain places if you want to perform. He'll have to check in with his PO every other, whatever date that they give him. It's a lot. You know, even sometimes they have curfew. So in the summertime when everybody's turning up and having fun, you'll be inside anywhere from 7 o'clock to 9 p.m. Because I think that's when the curfew starts. I know for most people, like myself, it was 9 p.m. You had to, no matter what you're doing or where you at, you have to be in the house by 9 p.m. If you're not and your PO finds out, they can violate you and send you back to jail. You know, so that's the iffy part, especially in the summertime when everybody's out having fun. You probably want to be out. You can't. You have to do everything in the house. But I can say it does beat being in prison any day. You know, so although people are saying he's crazy for taking 10 years on probation, let's be real. All right. If you had a choice of doing 10 years in prison or doing 10 years out of prison on probation, what would you do? All right, let us know in the comments. Now, on the flip side of everything, we played the clip in the beginning of the video because most people are alleging that the reason he was granted the deal that he was given was because he also agreed to testify in YSL's case, because it was rumored that Lucci's name was mentioned during court before in the YSL proceeding. Now, that's why in the beginning we played the video of his lawyer, Drew Finley, stating that he would not be testifying in their case and stated that they're denying any subpoenas asking Lucci to do so if they do try to. So I guess those rumors are out the window. Now, that's pretty much it. It looks like YFN Lucci's case is pretty much settled at this point. There's no reports or anything of him snitching, so nobody could kind of put that on his jacket. I guess we'll just have to stay tuned to YSL's case now to see what happens with Young Thug. And of course, you know, social media is going to be social media. There's people around saying, oh, you see what happens when you keep your mouth closed. YFN Lucci, he kept it real, solid. He didn't say a word and, you know, he got this, he got that. Yes, he did. But let's be real. He did get 20 years as well. Right? I know they try to dress it up. I know it sounds okay because they're saying that he's just doing 10 years in jail and then doing another 10 on probation. Just know that 10 years in jail is really like double. Right? It's easy for us to be on the outside and see, you know, 10 years, it don't sound like a lot for the type of, you know, crime that was committed. But every day in jail is like 2 days in one. And then 10 years on probation, it's not going to be as easy as people think. Trust me. So, I guess we just have to wait and see what comes out of this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.